Hey everybody, Josh and Trevor here for another Whiskey Wednesday for Argonaut Wine and Liquor. This is one of my favorite Whiskey Wednesdays of the year.
Absolutely.
Really excited today. We just got fresh off the truck probably 20 minutes ago, our new El Tesoro single barrel. So if anybody tried this last year we actually got to go down to the distillery in Mexico, pick the barrel there, which was a blast. This year, obviously COVID couldn't do that. They sent us out some samples. We tried them probably 3 or 4 months ago, and it's finally in today. So super excited to try this one.
Yeah, I mean, and we haven't tasted it yet, but just the nose is better than I remember. This is one of the better noses, if not the best nose on a tequila maybe I've ever smelled. You got a lot of minerality, which comes from them using that old school Tahona wheel. Mm-hmm. They also have their water source has like a ton of iron in it. We got to see this big rock wall that it drips down.
Right.
In their aging facility. A lot of minerality, the agave. I get a ton of vanilla from the barrel. I mean, just a fantastic nose.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of think from the color and a little bit on the nose that the minerality, the agave, that shines through more, but there is also that, vanilla sweetness on the nose.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, fantastic. This is a tequila drinker's tequila for sure.
Absolutely.
Mineral, I mean, big agave, some of that like white pepper. Mm-hmm. The barrel is there, not as much as on the nose though. You get a little bit of that vanilla, but it's more kind of, in the background. I think the minerality and the agave really shine through on this. I mean, it's just a fantastic tequila.
Yeah, and the way they do these samples is every time we did it, there was light, medium, and full-bodied selections. So the first time we did it, we picked the full-body one. It jumped out right away at us.
Absolutely.
This time we actually went with a medium-bodied one. And it definitely is a little bit lighter than the last single barrel we did, but still, I mean, just full of flavor. That minerality shines through. I mean, in really, really quality tequila, that's the one note I look for kind of the most often, is that minerality, the agave, the green pepper, the white pepper. Those right there really, for me, cement an awesome tequila.
Absolutely. The guys at El Tesoro, they do such a great job. They take, painstakingly, they do things as they call it, they're purposely inefficient. You know what I mean? Because they want to do things as they see the right way, old school, handmade. And I mean, it's just, it comes through in the product for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, going to this distillery was such an amazing trip. They do such a good job down there. Carlos, the head distiller, is an amazing guy. So really, really excited about this one.
Yeah, come check this one out. And it is an Argonaut single barrel, so we'll get you entries for the Whiskey Wednesday drawing next week, which will be the last one of the year.
Last one of 2020.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So up next, we also have a couple pre-made cocktails from Handy and Schiller. This is a new line extension from Buffalo Trace. So this that we're pouring in the glass right now is the Old Fashioned, and the Old Fashioned is made with Buffalo Trace, Peychaud's bitters, and caramel in there. So kind of, I would guess, a traditional Old Fashioned. We haven't gotten to try these.
No, I have not tried these yet. So, and it's 82 proof too, so it stands pretty tall. It's not one of those lightweight pre-mixed cocktails. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, it tastes like an Old Fashioned that a quality bartender made for you.
Yeah, actually, I mean, it's funny you say that. I did takeout from Cherry Creek Grill last night, and they had a Buffalo Trace Old Fashioned, and it, handmade from a bartender, tasted really similar to this. So
yeah, really good.
Really good,
and like I said, high proof. It'll get the job done and easy. I really like Old Fashions, but I don't always feel like making one. So if you could just pour one on ice, that's fantastic.
That's definitely a plus.
And then next up, Manhattan. The Manhattan is made with Sazerac rye. That's cool. Vermouth, Peychaud's bitters, and then caramel color again. generally speaking, Josh is more of a Manhattan guy, and I am more of an old-fashioned guy.
Yeah. Really good also.
Again,
yeah.
I mean, quality. Sometimes when you get pre-mixed cocktails, they can get some of that kind of syrupy sweetness that just tastes a little unnatural, I think. You don't get that at all with either of these.
No, super clean tasting. They definitely weren't heavy-handed with the vermouth, which sometimes you can get in a Manhattan. So really well balanced, nice. Again, tastes like a professionally made cocktail. So
yeah, and they're
really
both
solid.
They're both whiskey forward for sure. So yeah, they don't just taste like sugar or vermouth. I think the Buffalo Trace and the Sazerac are kind of the star of the cocktail.
Absolutely, and it's kind of interesting because pre-made cocktails from Buffalo Trace, this is the first ones I believe that we've gotten, but initially, like the antique line, the higher proof stuff, that was the intention, was to make a line of whiskeys that you could put into cocktails and they would stand up. So this is kind of a true expression sort of what the antique line was initially supposed to be. So kind of a cool, fun thing they're doing.
Yeah. And yeah, another winner for Buffalo Trace. Surprise.
Surprise there. Yeah.
These guys seem to know what they're doing a little bit. Yeah.
Right. And speaking of Buffalo Trace.
Yeah. So figured it's the week of Christmas. We should do something big, right? So for the Whiskey Wednesday drawing this week, we're going to do an Eagle Rare 17 year. This is actually last year's Eagle Rare 17 year that we had a little bit left over from. Let's see what we got here. All right. Nick Cunniff, you have won the opportunity to purchase an Eagle Rare 17 year. So come on down to the Argonaut. We'll have that set up for you.
Definitely. Congrats.
Yeah, that's an awesome one. I actually got to try a sample of this last year, and I mean, it was phenomenal. One of the better whiskeys I tried.
Oh yeah,
year. Absolutely. So.
They all do a really, really good job. So come on down to the Argonaut. We've got a bunch of really great stuff going for the week of Christmas. Thanks to everybody who showed up this morning to participate in our barrel release, and come on down and give this guy a shot. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.